Hi everyone, it's Steph here from effieandcards.blogspot.co.uk and I'm just back today to share with you this tutorial for this cute little mini album. I just think it's so beautiful, it's so nice to keep in your bag, you know, if you want to show off pictures of your kids or anything like that. For this one I have used a bit of mix of old and new products. Obviously I've used Night of Navy card, I've used the Floral Boutique DSP, which sadly is no longer with us. I've used the new Daisy Delight stamp set and the coordinating punch. And this iced rhinestone is, it's well retired, but it was something I just had in my stash. So what you do is you just take the belly band off and open it up, and you've got little places here where you can journal or take them out and put photos in, stick photos on here. Some little tags that come out of the top there. And just go opens like that, and I just think I love dinky little projects like this. You know, it's just something I do love. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous. There's quite a bit of room in there as well. The idea for the pages isn't actually my idea. I gained inspiration from a video I saw of 2 years ago on Cafe Creativo, and I got the dimensions for the pages off her. I've just tweaked it a little bit to make it and put my stamp on it. So what we'll do is we'll put that to one side and I'll show you how we done it. Right, first things first, you're going to need a piece of 12 by 12 DSP. This one is from the new Fresh Florals range that's coming out in the new catalogue. Oh my god, it's so close. Not long to wait now. I'm so excited. This is featuring one of the new ink colours as well, Berry Burst. It is, oh, just look, it's just beautiful. It's all double-sided and it's just amazing. Right, so what you need to do is put it in on one side and score it at 3, 6 and 9 inches, and then simply rotate it and score it at 3, 6 and 9 inches again. Then what you want to do is, I would probably recommend either some long snips, or you could do this on the trimmer if you're not that confident in cutting straight. And on this first score line here, we want to cut up to the third score line. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and do that. There's the second score line, and come up to the third score line, just so it's like that. Then you miss the middle score line and do exactly the same on this end one. Cut up from the bottom and go up to that third score line. Okay, so then you just want to turn it all the way around, so the flaps where you cut are at the top now. And then coming back to this middle score line, you want to cut from the bottom up to the third score line. So go ahead and do that. Right, so that's our paper all cut now. Now what you want to do is, when you want to start folding it up, so you can start either this end or the bottom, it doesn't matter. And if you just fold that over to where it meets the score line, and because we've already scored this should be pretty easy. Do like that, and then it's basically like a concertina, accordion fold. Just make sure you line them up so they're nice and straight. And they just go all the way along the paper until you get to the end. And you just go around like that. It is such an easy, beautiful little project to do. So what we'll do, in true Blue Peter fashion, I've got one I prepared earlier. And this is only because I made a mistake on the first filming of this video, so once you've got it all folded, you'll be left with something that looks like this. And I've already gone ahead and I've already stuck this one down. So I thought I'd made a mistake, so I binned the video. So what we want to do is you want to stick them all together. If you don't want to have the little pockets here, you can just glue it all up. So that one, all I done was on the reverse of this section, I just put some double-sided tape down the one side and along the bottom, so it would leave this bit open for our tag to fit in. I've went ahead and I put tearing tape on all of these just to save time. So this one here where it's got 3 open sides, you just want to put sticky tape or fuse or whatever you want to use all the way around, because this one isn't going to have a pocket. And just take off the release paper. Oops. Like that. And then this just folds over, and just press that down. And when you turn it, so you've got your top bit at the, you'll see that that is now another page created. And then on again, this one here, the ones with the pocket, you just put it along the side and along the bottom. I'm just going to pause this and I'll come back once it's all stuck together. Right, I've stuck all them together now, so now you can see that obviously our pages, we've got one with a pocket, one without, one with a pocket, one without, just follows in that way. So we'll just pop that to one side and we're going to do the cover now, what's going to fit round it. And for this is Berry Burst cardstock, and this measures 6.5 by 3 1/8 of an inch. If you pop it in your scoreboard and score it at 3 1/8 of an inch, and I found it easy just to turn it round and then score it at 3 1/8 again. So we'll just go ahead and fold and burnish those lines. Make sure it's nice and straight. And then this is going to just sit inside like that. But we're going to glue these pages down so they form the front cover. Okay, and for this, all I used for this was my Tombow glue. That. Put a little bit on the spine as well, just to make sure it's going to cover. And then you want it on these pages here, the 2 end ones. Just put plenty of glue on. Give you plenty of wiggle room as well. Using a liquid glue. Right, now just obviously make sure that your pockets are facing the right way up, not like me. That's something I would do, and then just fit that in like that. Make sure it's relatively straight, and then just finish that down with your bone folder. Oh, and then hopefully I've left myself a bit enough wiggle room, and I have. Gone a bit cockeyed, it'll be fine though. Yours will take a little bit more time with yours. Right now, which way is the right way up? This way. And I just like to go in and just reinforce that fold on there as well. And there we have our burgers coming together really nicely. Got some DSP for the front of here. It's from the same pack, and that's just going to sit on there like that. And this piece of DSP measures 3 by 3 inches. So again, just use me Tombow to put this on. Which way the pattern is. Just line that up on there. Hopefully it's nice and straight. And there's our little book ready. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do the tags that go in here. So some of these I've already prepped. You will need 4 pieces of Berry Burst cardstock that measures 3 1/8 by 2 inches. And then you're going to need 4 pieces of Whisper White cardstock that measure 2 1/4 inches by 1 3/4 inches. Just off camera I went ahead and I've already rendered these corners as well as the bottom two on here. Then what we're going to do is going to take our scallop tag topper punch and we're just going to pop that in, all the way in, punch, and there's our tag. Just move that rubbish to one side. Then all we're going to do is just use our Tombow and stick that onto here like that. And then when you've gone ahead and done the rest, you will have 4 little tags. Then you just pop them into the little pocket pages here. And there's our tags all in. The last thing we want, well, not the last thing, the next thing we want to do is to put the little bands across with the little white pieces that you can journal on. And I've already pre-cut these as well. These berry burst cardstock again, and these are just going to sit across there like that. And you need 8 of these, and these measure half an inch by 3 inches. And then again I cut some little mats here, and I think these are, yeah, these are 2 1/4 by 2 inches, and just go ahead and round those corners. So I'm only putting these on the pages where we haven't got the tags in. So all I do is I just pop a little line of Tombow once it decides it wants to come out. So I'll do a few at a time, and then we can just get them waxed straight on. Could use your double-sided tape or your fuse for this as well. Just I've got my Tombow handy, so might as well just use this. Right. So you just take one and just line it up about where you would want it, and just press and hold that for a second in place. And then you can come along with your little card and stick it in like that. So we're going to miss this one because it's got a tag in, and we're going to do the same on this page. And you don't have to do it how I do it, you know, you could decorate it however you liked. And another one on this side. Could even make these into proper pockets, so you know, because if you're not careful, all the little pieces of card could slip out. And that one's got a tag in, so we're not doing that one. This one's our next one. Just line that up. It's super easy. And then on this one. It does bulk it out as well. It's quite a nice little bulky little journal, to be fair. And I just love the, like I said, the cuteness factor of it is so small. Perfect to go in your handbag, you know, or to give as little gifts, you know. When people go to, you know, those photo machines where you get like 4 photos out and stuff. I think these would look quite cute for something like that, to store them photos. Little mini scrapbook of your favourite day. We've got one more to do, which is this one. And just stick that in like that. So press it up properly and just stick your card in. So obviously you've got your little tags in there, your little note cards, you've got your tags in here. This, really like this. The colour's beautiful as well. I loved it in the Night of Navy, but I do like it in this one too. Right, what we're going to do is I'm going to use the new Daisy Delight stamp set, and all I'm using is this Daisy stamp. I've already got it mounted, and these are the actual correct size as well. What's on the front of the box is what you're getting. I mean, look at this, thank you, that is just stunning. We've got these 2-step stamps here and there as well, just beautiful. So what we're going to do is I've got some scrap Whisper White and my Berry Burst ink pad. I have to try and get this done quickly because my phone is flashing saying it hasn't got enough memory. Whoops. Right, so just stamp that down. And look at that, that is beautiful. Really is. And I'm going to stamp 2 because I'm going to slightly offset them. Oh god, pop that to one side. Where's my baby wipe? Give it a bit of a clean. Put this away before I stick my fingers in it. And then what I want to do is, this is the punch that coordinates with the daisy. I mean, look at that, it's a lovely size as well. Stampin' Up punches are just amazing. And you just want to line that up so it looks pretty even. I have to chop that in half because it's not quite getting there. It's better. Just punch. Doesn't that sound just sound so fantastic? Love the sound of the punches. Oh, maybe this one I should have thought a bit more about where I was placing this before I actually stamped it. Just cut that side off, see if that will give me a little bit more wiggle room. Yeah, it does. I'm saved. There we go. So just pop that to one side. This is just my little piece of mat that I have. I'm just going to use my bone folder and quickly just curl these petals a little bit just to give it a bit of dimension. There's one done. Come into the next one. And then I've just got a little tool I've already had. I'm just going to press that in the middle as well, just to give it that little bit extra. And then I'm going to get me blue dots. Oops. These nails, I can't do anything with them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it so it's slightly offset, so it gives it that fuller look. I mean, how cute is that? Let's bring my ball tool in just to do a bit more. Don't need that no more. And what I've got, this is another sneak peek of some gorgeous gems that Stampin' Up! Are bringing out, and these are the gold faceted gems. You get them in 3 different sizes, and just look at them, they're just so beautiful. You get them in the gold and also in the clear. And I think I'm going to use a gold one today. So these are self-adhesive as well. So you just take one off, and then I'm just going to pop that right in the centre of that daisy. Let's see if I can move around a little bit. And how gorgeous does that look? This is going to attach onto our belly band, which we are going to do now. This will keep our book shut. And for this, you need a piece of DSP, and this measures 8 1/4 by 1 inch. And I'm going to have this side on like that, and then this flower daisy is going to sit on like that. So what I do, I don't generally do any scoring. And I've already went ahead and put some double-sided tape on, one on the end on that side and one on the end on the other side. And I'm just going to line this up, get it straight, and just press around with my fingers on here, just like that. So it won't fall off, but it will come off on and off the book quite easily. I'm going to take this release paper off here, get it nice and straight, fold that down, and then take the release paper off this side, and there you see that will come off and go on with no problems whatsoever. So now all we want to do is get our glue dots again, and I'm just going to stick that onto the belly band. So we may put these away, and one will do it. You don't need more than one really. My daisy's gone a bit cockeyed there, but it'll be okay. Right, so there we go. A little cute dinky little mini album that measures 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 by 1/4 inch deep. One in Native Navy and Whisper White, and the other one in Berry Blast and Whisper White. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.